Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another day. It's Tuesday. You got through Monday. We can say goodbye to Monday for this week because we can only keep moving forwards. What have we got in store today for your mini class tasters? That's what's going on this week. It's mini class tasters. We've got a kettlebell workout. So you don't have to have a kettlebell. You can swing with a dumbbell if you haven't got a kettlebell. It just takes a little bit more coordination and some of the moves need a little bit of tweaking, but it can be done. All I will say, if you are going to invest in a kettlebell, they are a brilliant piece of kit, but always go with a cast iron one. The vinyl ones aren't great to hold the ergodynamics, if that's a word. Not sure whether there's any physicists out there, but the ergodynamics of the handles and where they're weighted, they're not that great. So a cast iron bell is always good, but you can get them pretty much anywhere these days. So yeah, they are great. There's lots of things we can do with them. I'm just going to show you 10 exercises. And what we do in my kettlebell class is that we work for a minute continually. And we do not take a break. You take your breaks when you need to take a break. So we will not stop today. We will just keep rolling. I may stop to demo the next move, but other than that, we keep on going. So I shall just turn this music up a little bit because it's quite nice to have some tunes running in the background for you. Keeps you motivated. Thanks for being here if you're here. So it's a mini bite-size, kettlebell workout today. Choose your weight wisely. You can mix and match, you can swap and change, and you don't have to have the kettlebell. We're going to start with some basic moves. I'm hoping that most of you now are familiar with some of those basic moves. But if not, have a watch. We've got a whole minute to do the exercise, so have a watch and then see what you think. Okay, are we good to go? I think so, yes. Pop myself down there. Pop that up a little bit. And that one too. Okay, and we shall start with our hip drive. Okay, so swing, punch through the hip. Here we go. Okay, so when we use a kettlebell, good morning if you're here. When we use a kettlebell, we hinge. So it's that collapse of the hip at the pelvis. You can do this without a weight too. Collapse the hip at the pelvis, soften the knee, have a flat back, pull the abs back, 45 degrees, no rounding of the shoulders, and it's your hip that gives you the punch. It's your hip that drives that bell upwards, squeezing the bottom, the thighs, and the abs to break. We're looking for no rhythm, as in you're not looking to have a swing up and down. It's a definite punch, snap, thrust, up. You've got 10 seconds to go. We're going to do a squat to press. So you've got 5 more seconds. We're going to crush grip the bell. That means thumbs through the handle, round the body of the bell, squat and push. Okay, we are now squatting, we're not hinging, so we're pushing the backside out. Keep that going, not my mic because I went then. So push the backside out. So your knees are tracking the ankles. Your back is staying tall, your chest is open. So again, when you get to here, if you start to tip forward, I would suggest you stop shorter in that squat until you get that range of movement in your hips. If you've got a kettlebell, you can use a kettlebell here. You can do this without weight and use it as a mobility workout. Okay, right side shoulder press. You're going to rack this bell on the back of your wrist. So it racks on the back of the wrist. Okay, and we just push. If you don't like it racked, you can do a bottoms up press. A bit harder for the shoulder stabilizers, but can be done. Equally, you can do this with a kettlebell, a dumbbell, sorry. Okay, we've only got half each side this time. Okay, let's change. So you're racking on the back, you find the chin each time. So you come back down to the chin. That way you know that your elbow is staying quite tight. so you're nicely aligned. Okay, we're going to go back to the swing, guys, but we're going to alternate. So we always switch at the top. We still have all those same principles of a swing. Okay, are you ready? So let's switch. Okay, so you can move that hand out of the way. One of my hands goes to the side, the other one just drops slightly. But we're looking to stay square across your shoulder. So don't let this arm roll in with the bell. So it's just off center. And I'm using the outside of the handle so I get that switch and I've got enough room. Still hinging, not squatting. You can still see my chest, my face. And I'm still punching through the hip just to face height. Giving my quads, my butt, my abs a squeeze to break. That's what's going to stop me. The last thing we want is a swing up here. You want to stop. Abs, thighs, bottom. Okay, let's change moves. Okay. So, hinge. Back almost flat. Elbow comes out to the side and switch. Pronated row. Okay, so this is tricky to stop that elbow going behind. You want the elbow to the side of you. And you want that right angle between the shoulder, the wrist and the elbow. You don't want the bell in here anywhere. Equally, we don't want the bell or the elbow going out behind. So you're squeezing through the upper back, but also the lats, get into that bra fat. Okay, we're going to do right arm only, single arm swing. So hand on the hip, or hand out to the side, or hand behind, whichever works for you. And we've got 30 seconds on each side. So you're just collapsing at the hip. Abs have to stay braced, using the hip to punch. If you haven't got a kettlebell, you could always frontal raise with a dumbbell. You might not want to swing it, you might want to have a go, it depends on the weight. Let's change and switch arms. It's that breath out of the mouth as you thrust and punch through the hip. Okay, are you ready to windmill? Two options. We'll go with basic windmill. Okay, switch hands, but leave the bell in the bottom hand, turn the same foot out, kick out that hip and look up. Now I do this as a stretch without the bell. It's a brilliant mobility stretch. This is a basic windmill with the weight in the bottom hand. It's gliding and sliding down the inside of your thigh. The advanced windmill would have the weight at the top of the hand. The upper hand is so important, guys, that it stays up and long. Let's change sides. So you turn one foot out. What may happen? A couple of things, really. One, this hip may not kick out. You may feel that your legs are all bending. If you do need to bend a leg, make it the front one, so you can soften the front one, but keep that back leg long. And this arm might have a tendency to kind of go everywhere. You want it to stay tall. You want this rotation through that shoulder girdle, but if it's tight, you may find it has a mind of its own. Okay, let's go with the left side swing. So it's that other arm that we haven't done yet. So punching through. In fact, we have done this arm, haven't we? We did 30 seconds each. Oh well, never mind. There's nothing wrong with a couple of extra swings. We'll switch at the top and we'll do 30 seconds on each side. It's because I was thinking about being on the floor. We've got two moves on the floor. 45-degree sit to press. And a kettlebell tap. That's it, we're done. Thanks for watching. If you've been here, don't forget to let me know what you think. We're going to get on the floor any second soon. And let's go. Okay, so we're doing a 45-degree push out. So hold the belly at your chest, knees are bent, roll through the spine, roll back up, and push at 45 degrees. If you can't get all the way down, just hold it where you can, push at 45 degrees. This is about control and articulating through each one of those vertebrae, so that you don't end up doing these few at the bottom and then going thud, and equally you don't kind of lift the chin and then fling. So control, learn the control through the spine, through the abs, so that the hip flexors don't take all the strain. This is your alternative. You can do this sat on a chair. You're going to flip yourself over for the last move. Place the bell in between your hands and in between your chest, kind of in between your breastbone. Okay, and we tap. Okay, we're looking to keep the head as steady as we can, the hips as steady as we can. So if that means widening those feet, you do that. You can be on the knees and kettlebell tap in that knee plank. You can do this on a chair. You can do it as a shoulder tap. 30 seconds to go. Hands are underneath the shoulder. Lots of variations to planking. Helps keep the core lovely and strong, but you need to build up. 10 seconds. If that's too high, go lower. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Mini kettlebell workout. 10 moves. You might have done 11, but 10 moves. 1 minute each. Variations for all. And you build up. Don't go into massively heavy weights. Catheter size that I teach removes the myth that you have to go heavy. We don't. But we do lots of reps when we do compound moves, so we're working lots of body parts all at the same time. So I'll come and say hello and good morning. Good morning. Oh, sound is low today. Oh, I wish I'd seen that earlier. I have no idea why. No idea why. Well, we'll have to copy today. Not sure why. Hopefully you can copy. If I find a way to upload this video elsewhere with sound, then I shall repurpose it. Okay, sorry for any sound issues. I'll hope it's better for the next video. And thanks for joining me and persevering. See you soon.